The Young and the Restless recap. Monday, June 5th, Cameron steals security team uniform, Kyle lets Phyllis go. The Young and the Restless spoilers recap for Monday, June 5th, teases that Cameron Kirsten will don a dark baseball cap and slip out of his suite at the GCAC. Later, Cameron will return with a stuffed backpack and will dispose of the clothes that he was wearing in a trash bag. At Sharon Rosala's house, Nick Newman will be reluctant to get Victor Newman involved since he could use this situation as leverage, like to make Nick work with Adam Newman at McCall Unlimited. However, Sharon will think Nick's overreacting and will feel like Victor will truly want to help. After Sharon convinces Nick to reach out for his father's resources, Victor and Nikki Newman will be summoned to the cottage. Once Nikki and Victor get updates on the whole Cameron return story so far, they'll be appalled over him getting out of jail and resuming his harassment. Victor will order extra security and vow to make sure Sharon stays safe along with Faith Newman. Nikki will want Faith and Sharon to stay at the main house tonight, but Faith will refuse to be scared out of her own home. Fortunately, Victor's security team will be in place, so he'll once again vow to offer protection. Later, Nick will get some alarming news about a security team member who was found drugged and tied up at Newman Tower. Nick will also reveal to Sharon that this security guard's uniform was stolen. Back in Cameron's suite, he'll be in a robe as he checks out the uniform he swiped, complete with a Newman security badge. At the athletic club, Diane Jenkins will talk about having pity for Phyllis Summers and will nail down some wedding plans with Jack Abbott. Diane will want a small yet elegant affair with Harrison Abbott as their ring bearer, so Jack will like the sound of all that. Although Diane will consider letting Kyle Abbott walk her down the aisle, she'll assume he's going to be Jack's best man and will pick another option. When Diane suggests walking down the aisle together, Jack will love that idea. Diane will also want to ask Summer Newman Abbott to be her matron of honor, but Jack will have his doubts about Summer going along with that plan. Nevertheless, Diane will refuse to give up on Summer accepting her as part of the family and will plan to follow her heart, so Jack will approve. After Diane hints about heading home for lovemaking, Jack will be delighted. At Society, Ashley Abbott will convince Tucker McCall to help her plot against Jack and Diane, so he'll suggest getting married immediately. That way, Tucker will have the legal maneuverability to take over Jabot, which will throw Jack and Diane off their game. In Phyllis Summers' suite, Kyle Abbott will blast her for letting her children grieve and framing Diane for a murder she didn't commit. Although Kyle will want to call the police immediately, Phyllis will beg him not to involve the cops and will push for time to prove she killed Jeremy Stark in self-defense. Kyle won't see how Phyllis is supposed to get that proof and will feel like she's putting him at risk along with Summer Newman Abbott and Daniel Romalotti Jr., who'll step outside in the hallway as a guard. After Kyle warns that they're complicit, he'll point out that Harrison's parents could go to jail. Summer will act like she'd never put Harrison in jeopardy. But Kyle will want her to see that it's too late since she's already doing it. Phyllis will play up the similarities between what she did and what Diane did since they both found themselves longing for another life before coming back for their kids. Kyle will warn that he'll never forgive Phyllis, but she'll insist she wants to make amends and will once again beg for time to clear herself of Jeremy Stark's murder. In the end, Kyle will decide he won't call the cops for now, so Phyllis will be relieved. After Kyle leaves with Summer, Daniel will reflect on how Phyllis saw his pain at the memorial and did nothing about it. Phyllis will apologize for the choices she's made, but she'll insist she can't go to prison. That said, Phyllis will assure Daniel that she's done running and will get a hug from him as he tries to deal with all this. At the Abbott house on Monday's YNR episode, Kyle will point out that Summer seemed more surprised to see him than he did to see Phyllis. It'll leave Kyle assuming that wasn't Summer's first meeting with Phyllis since she's been back, so he'll demand to know how long she's known Phyllis was alive. Jack and Diane will interrupt as they return home, but a bigger interruption will come once Ashley and Tucker come sauntering in with champagne to celebrate their engagement. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Diane, Jack, Tucker, and Ashley have some exciting battles ahead, so stay tuned for all the twists and turns. CDL will have other scorching young and the restless spoilers, updates and news, so make us your favorite YNR hotspot. Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more update news.